Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today with a hooded eye tutorial. The hooded eye tutorial that has changed my mornings. It has totally changed the way I do my eyes. It's not a crapshoot anymore. Every morning is easier. I've heard this from allll Artistry. I'm also linking her video down below. It's greatness. I hope it helps you and I hope you enjoy it. Good morning, y'all. Okay, we're using the Sultry today. Beautiful palette, easy to use, soft, blendable, which is always what we're looking for. With a hooded eye, we want it as easy and smooth as possible. This is a great palette. I'm going to start with a real good transition brush. And my favorite is the MAC 221. And we're really going to focus on the angle of our brush. And instead of focusing on the hooding, the skin, we're going to focus on the bone. That was a totally different way of thinking, and it makes all the difference. Okay, I'm going into this slate color, this gray, and I'm just going to swirl my brush in it, tap it off. If you're afraid of fallout, either do this first before your face makeup or put powder down here. I don't have a lot of fallout because I'm going to show you why. I tap to get any excess off. Okay, and then I'm going to stay low, and I'm focused on, I'm feeling the top of my eyeball on this outer. And then I'm going straight out. And right here, from here, where this bone is, to the top of my eye, I want to real soft shade that in. Okay, now I'm going to point my brush, I'm pointing it straight up towards the ceiling, and I'm feeling for that bone. Feel for the bone, and then it rarely gets too high, but I go up high enough. Feeling for that bone, pointing my brush straight up. My orbital bone is guiding me. I don't have to guess how high up to get because I'm feeling that bone. And I'm staying pretty low, but it gets spread up because my brush is a little tiny bit fatter. Okay, I'm dipping back in, tapping it off. Okay, now this is crucial. I like to really make this inner look deep set. So I'm going to start at the middle this time, pointing my brush straight up, feeling for that bone, pushing into that bone. And then this is so crucial, y'all. Feeling for that inner bone, small movements. If you're focused on the skin, it's very frustrating. Okay, now I'm going in a tiny little circular motion. Okay, out here, I'm going in tiny little circular motions and being sure, real soft. And notice my brush is still pointing up. Real soft, soft enough so I don't feel the bone anymore, but I'm following the color that's already laid down. Going out a little bit right here. I barely have any color left on my brush, so now we're blending. Coming back over here to the inner, setting it down, pressing into the bone to be sure I'm on the right place. Okay, another great tip that I learned from allll Artistry. To get smooth edges over here on this inner and really all the way across, you're going to set your brush down real gentle. I don't have any color left on this. I'm setting my brush down real gentle, and I'm not picking it up. Tiny circular motions, and then going across, and it smooths out rough edges. And sometimes I'm going towards my nose, and sometimes I'm going out. And that, on any parts of crepey eye, helps smooth that out. But on this inner, and I'm still feeling that bone, I'm still pointing straight up. Mine is right here. I usually have a rough edge right there. Smooths that out. And then over here, I usually have kind of a rough edge over here. My brush is not coming up. And it smooths out those edges. I'm going to add a little bit of red to that, and we're going to do this bloom. It's so pretty. And I'm going to use the MAC 217S. This is a little bit stiffer. That's a little bit stiffer. It's pointed, and it gets right in there. So I'm just going to go over the outer 2/3 probably of my eye and just add a red to it. I'm just dipping the point in, swirling it around so light, y'all. Tapping off. And we're going to layer. And I'm just going to change a little bit of that tone. Don't quit feeling for the bone. Do not quit feeling for the bone. There's my bone. Digging in a little bit to lay the color down. And then kind of blend the leftover. I'm blending out, straight out. And this white part right here, I don't want that shining. That makes your eye look hooded. Like if I get concerned during the day, so you can see how that needs to be shaded in right there. Because if I get concerned, I don't want my eyes looking hooded. Circular, not lifting. No pressure. I'm going to link Elle's video. Allll Artistry. I'm going to link her video. It is so good. Okay, this eye. See when I go down? Do you see that sharp? Okay, now I'm releasing it because I don't want to create a wrinkle. But just shading that white part in. Let's go in that outer V, and let's go in with Distopan. I'm getting my Sigma E47, tiny. I'm swirling, I'm tapping. And if you don't want fallout, you tap it here, tap it off, and tap again. Right here, where that bone is. We're putting our dot, kind of tapping around, and then I'm going straight down. And I like to come a little bit out because I like my eye to look a little bigger. Okay, and then you can decide how far you want to come in and make that dramatic. You know, how far in do you want to come on the lid? And so we're going to finish our little 7 out there. I'm going to start out here because this is where I want the concentration of color. And then I'm following my eye socket. Now I'm setting it down and I'm swirling a little. And I don't want to go too high because I don't want to cover up all that red and gray. I'm just layering it on. Now I'm getting a little bit fatter of a brush. This is the Wayne Goss 17. Just a little fluffier down here, but it's still got a point, and I'm going to blend. In little circular motions, so light, and holding down. I struggle with that. I'm still on that bone. My brush is working it up. I'm not. Okay, I'm going to do my upper liner, and then we will do a little more work on this inner. I'm going to do the Rimmel liner, and I'm pressing into my eyelashes. I don't want a lot of liner because I don't want to cover up any lid space. Okay, then I'm getting my Prestige in black brown, and I'm going to do my outer underneath. And I just keep it to this outer because I like a doe eye. And then I come up and I'll blend that into my eyeshadow. Okay, then I'm taking my Sigma E47, and out here I'm going to blend down into this lower and kind of blend all that together. But we want to make those even more pronounced. We're going to use the Milk Jumbo Stick. And we're going to make more of an eyelid. You just take this and you just create your lid. Okay, and then sometimes for this, I use my Sigma E47. This one's perfect. The Morphe M507 is good because it's small, but it's a little more flared and it's stiff. And I'm just going to blend that. Okay, and then any shade that is lighter on this palette. So we're going to dip into that one and the twig to lighten up the twig. And then I'm going to tap it off real good. And I'm just going to go over the milk. Okay, I'm going to go do some mascara and I will be back. That is my hooded eye tutorial. I can't tell you how much easier my eyes are with that. Always pointing your brush up into the bone, and then when you're blending, little circular motions, but I'm not picking my brush up. Thank you so much, allll Artistry. You have made every morning better. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps somebody. I hope it makes your mornings easier with your hooded eyes. So anyway, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.